Hello survivors, and thank you for hanging out with me in this episode of a 7 days 2.0. We are working on our brawler build and it is day 5. Let me kind of bring you up to date on what we're doing. We finally crafted our workbench, which I will place. I don't want to place it there because it's going to block my exit. Now, this is very temporary, guys. We're going to get out of here very soon, but I just kind of wanted to bring you guys back to show you that we're doing well here. We now have to locate Jen in the burnt biome, so we'll get working on that. I just wanted to come in here and start crafting this stuff so we can craft our bicycle. We have the 2 wheels that we need, and then I'll bring you guys back when I have my bicycle ready to go. I'm going to repair some of my items, make sure my food and water is good, and then we'll start preparing for this move that we're going to make over to the burnt biome. Excellent. All right, guys, we are now mobile. Let's go. Look at this. Oh, yes. Finally, we get to freaking cycle everywhere we go. Let's take care of this guy. This guy was really a pest that night. I couldn't take care of him because I don't know what was behind the noises, but we can take care of him now. And we will. Now, what I'm going to go right now is we're going to go talk to Annoying Wrecked. And I have some stuff to sell the guy. Just a little bit of stuff, not too much. And then I'm going to walk you guys, well, not walk you guys through. Some of you, most of you have already seen what it takes to move over to the next biome. So the first thing I want to do is I want to know how to make a burnt smoothie, which is what's going to give us extended breathing time in the burnt biome, because technically right now our lungs cannot handle the biome change, right? We're going from green biome to the burnt biome. So I'm going to track this like that, and then it's going to tell me what I need to get. So I need to gather coal, plant fibers, mushrooms, and water. Let's see if we have that here. Okay, so we do have the coal, and then plant fibers we have as well. Water I might or may not have. We'll see. Gather mushrooms. Mushrooms would be here. We have not gathered mushrooms. Oh, brother, that is not good. And the reason why is because I didn't plant these mushrooms when I got them. So we need to go in a mushroom run. I think the trader sells them sometimes, but they're pretty much all over the place. So I might have to run around and find them. We need to find 5. And yeah, I have plenty of water. How many do I want to make? We're going to make 3 of them. The good thing about these smoothies is once you get your badge and you don't need the smoothies anymore, you could sell them for a good penny. So that's an option. I have food. We have spikes. Let me place the spikes over here. And then we have 1 repair kit because our knuckles are about to break. And we're ready to go. All right, let's head over to the trader. Maybe he's selling mushrooms. If he is, I'll just buy them. If not, like I said, we can roam around the neighborhood and see if we can find some laying around. They are in the tower POIs. They're not necessarily tower POIs, but they're laying out around somewhere. I'll find them. I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna sell this stuff right here. We got a pretty good amount of money. Let me see here. Let's look at the food. And yep, he's got plenty. I'm just gonna purchase 5. Oh, they're a pretty penny. I know this sucks because I know I can find them, but we need to craft 1 smoothie to get the challenge started. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me look at books. Anything here that I'm like, what is this? Take 5% less damage and deal 10% more damage when indoors. That is actually a really, really good book. I'm gonna buy this. I know it's expensive, but I want it. There is a reason why we took the money, right, in the first challenge, and this is why. Let me see what else is in here that we might be in the market for. All right, guys, I'm looking at my points here, and I'm really, really like, I have 2 points. I'm in between just doubling down on heavy armor. He's selling a raider helmet, but it's a tier 2. If it was a tier 3, I'd buy it because I think that fits 2 mods. And I don't think the tier 2 fits 2 mods. I don't believe so. So if it was a tier 3, I'd totally buy it. But I don't know. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to hold on to these points because I'm basing this selection right here on the fact that I would buy that tier 2 raider helmet, but I'm not going to. I'm not. Let's go ahead and craft the burnt smoothie. And you could argue I should have just grabbed the stuff that I really needed and left the rest of it back at home. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and read the Urban Combat Volume 10. I'm sorry, Volume 7. That's going to give us 10% more damage indoors. So we'll read that baby out. And then let's take a look at our map here. So where is Jen according to Rect? Here's a desert biome. And Jen should be... All right, so Jen is south of us. She's over here. So what I gotta do is I gotta drive my little butt down here and find a border area. We're gonna lay low in the border area for a little bit and then kind of work our way through getting the badge for to be able to permanently move into the burnt biome. So that is the goal for today. That is what we will work on. I believe I already picked this drop up, I mean. And so we're good there. I should probably delete that. I don't know if I picked it up or not. I'll drive by it and I'll see if I do need to pick it up. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of our stuff because we do have to move everything. And since I don't have a mini bike, I don't have anything other than a bicycle. We're going to be limited on the amount of things that I can take over with me. So I'm just going to grab the essentials and then we're going to head south. And then I will kind of bring you guys back when I've set up my encampment down south. And then we can start working on these burnt biome challenges. All right, y'all, we are at a pretty good place here. Now, this is just going to be an encampment. Definitely not a permanent home. I'm going to set up shop here, but what I was looking at, because one of the challenges we're going to have is to gather nitrate in the burnt biome. And so what you want to do is you kind of want to hover around the border, right? So this is the green biome where we're at, and then this is the burnt biome right here. So this right here is a nitrate ore right there that we can use to do our mining, because we're going to need 500 of that. Oh shoot, hold on. I need to place... Did I bring a box? I did bring a box. Good for us, guys. I brought one storage box. I'm going to place that there. And then I didn't bring my bed with me, right? Let's craft the bed really quick. Because, there we go. We'll do this. Okay, so the bed I'm putting down so that I don't forget where we're at, right? There we go. And then we'll just throw everything in here for now. I'm going to need another workbench. That's kind of why I was trying to get this wood. We always need wood anyway, so we're gonna craft like maybe three or four storage boxes, and these boxes are gonna obviously help us safeguard our inventories until we get a move on, right? So let me craft more of these boxes. I think 4 is gonna be enough. We'll just place them here. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just just get the job done like that. And then now we can put the rest of our stuff in here. Now, I'm not going to do anything here. I'm not going to cook. Wait, where's my other stuff? Okay, I got a little worried there. I think I clicked on this one twice. Okay, and we'll just put all of that there. Very cool. And now we will grab our smoothie, wherever that is. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I will grab it. What did I put away? My bandages. That is the one thing I do not want to put away. You know what? Let me grab my first aid kit and my bandages, wherever those are. Okay, right here. Oh, I only have 3. Okay, so now the way this works is you go into the burnt. So let's go into challenges first. We've already completed the craft the burnt smoothie, 1 of 1. They want us to harvest 5 mushrooms, which is going to be the easiest one of them all. And then we need to harvest 500 nitrate powder, and we need to kill 5 burnt Zeds. So those are the burnies, right? There's one right there to my right, and then we need to spend 15 minutes in here. So you can activate these. We'll just activate this one for now. It'll show on my top right, and then we have 3 minutes of breathing where we're able to hang out here, right, to do what the game wants us to do. So one of those other challenges is to loot bags, I believe. There we go. See, we're already coughing. And then another challenge is to take care of these Zeds right here as well. They're pretty dangerous. If you see a Zed on fire, that is a furrow burnie, and those guys are really, really tough. I don't recommend that you fight them early, unless you have a really, really good weapon. And right now, let's be honest, we do not, right? We don't have the best weapon for this. So I have not yet to find any mushrooms on the floor. You could argue we could have came over here to grab the mushrooms first instead of buying them, but I don't know. I guess I wanted to show you the option to also purchase them from the trader. Okay, so we're done with that one. That's the looting one, right? So let's go to our challenges and then we'll complete that one. And we've yet to find mushrooms on the floor. Trust me, there are mushrooms here. We just haven't found them yet. And if you look at my bottom left corner, there is a timer there. We have 1:56 left. Now, one thing that is smart to do, and I learned this the hard way, is just to kind of stay near your biome, your safe biome. And that's important so that, you know, when you are running out of time, you're able to just run over there and start breathing again. All right, I got a minute left, so I'm just going to come over here and catch my breath. We'll go ahead and take care of this chasing Arlene. Arlenes are fast, so you want to get rid of them quickly. For some reason, they are programmed to be the fastest Zeds in the game. Vanilla-wise, right? Obviously, once they're feral and all that other stuff comes into play, then there are other Zeds that are just as fast. Now, one of the things I want to do is, and I just thought about this, is I need a point on living off the land. I know it's not a sexy point, I know, but it's gonna help. I'm just gonna put 1 point in there, and it's basically what it's gonna allow me to do. I should have showed you guys. Is gonna allow me to farm plots or cost 30% less, so that's good because you need a farm, and then you double the harvest of wild and planted crops, so that's huge. I already saw 2 mushrooms here that I'm gonna pick up, and that'll give me 4. But these are the first ones I found in a long time, so instead of just grabbing 2, we're gonna get 4. So now I just need to find 1 more, and then we're done with the mushroom part of the challenge. Now you do have to stay in the green biome or the previous biome for a little bit of time. You can't just go like touch and come back. You gotta stay in there, and then the game will tell you when it's safe to go back when you get your full 3 minutes again. So let me just continue to find these mushrooms. We're also looking for our burnt friends to take care of, like this guy right here, and then we can... Nope, I thought I could have sneak damage, but I think I alerted him. So let's take care of him really quick. If we can. Hit him in the buttocks, and here comes the biker dude. Uninvited, but he's here nevertheless. We'll just run away from him. At this time, I'm not really looking to fight. I'm looking to complete the challenges so we can get the badge. The badge is obviously what we need. Here are the rest of the mushrooms. The badge is what we need to be able to breathe comfortably in the new biome, which is the burnt biome. Let's see if I can find some honey here. There are 2 points again. And I think I'm going to take a good friend of the channel's advice. Brandon, shout out to you if you're watching. And he always says, just focus on the points for your build. Our build is obviously the fortitude build, right? And so whenever you have questions about where you should put points, just put them where your build is. That's really, really good advice, especially early game. You have so many places where you want to put your points because you just have so much growth. So then you tend to kind of like not know exactly what to prioritize. And sometimes we don't know. We don't know until we start getting more into our gameplay. So at this point, I'm like, I don't know where to put these points. I have 15 places where I want to put 2 points, but the best advice, honestly, is just to put them in your build. You could never go wrong because eventually that's where you're going to put your points anyways, right? So might as well. All right, took care of another one. Let's go ahead and catch our breath here. And I'm also going to empty out my inventories because I'm pretty full, I'm sure. Let me sort anything that I can sort into that. Sort anything that I can sort into this. It's pretty much everything. I'm going to go ahead and throw everything in there like that. I will clean this up. There will be things that I don't really need. And now let's take a look at our challenges. So we completed the mushroom harvest. We need to kill 1 more burnt Zed, and then I need to go collect the nitrate powder. Now, before I do that, there is another point that I really, really like, and I already put a point in there. Good. So mother load we need. This is going to give you 20% more harvest when you're mining. And if you don't have this point, when you do this little challenge that we're about to do, you're going to be there a hot minute. So I don't want to be there a hot minute. I want my mining to be as efficient as possible. So I still have the 2 points. I'm going to go back to my word, and I'm actually going to use them and place them in fortitude. And then go back to, since we're machine gunners, I need to put a point into machine gunner so we could also get machine gun magazines. Yep, and there go my 2 points. See, before I was like, where do I put them? Where do I put them? And I followed advice and I placed them right where they need to be, which is our build. Okay, let's go over to this nitrate mine. And this will take care of 2 things. It'll take care of my 500 nitrate that I need to mine, and also the time that we're spending here in the burnt biome, right? So we just kind of gently bring out our little handy dandy pickaxe, stone axe, and then we start going to town. All right, very cool. That's done. Let me search this vehicle real quick. And now we just need to find 1 more Bernie's. Zed, and then we're good. We're good. The rest of it is just spending the 15 minutes in the burnt biome, which I'll check right now. In fact, let's change that now. We completed this. I'm gonna track this one since I know I just need to take care of one more Zed. My priority right now is just the time, and so we just need to find one more Bernie somewhere out here, or as a good friend that I just acquired says, and Ashley. You can call them Bernie, Ashley. There's all kinds of names for these burned Zeds. I wonder who they were before they got burned. If you know, let me know in the comments what type of person, or what character in the game they were before they were burned up. Nope, that is a broke John Wick. He's not who we want. We'll take care of him later. I'm looking for a Bernie. Ha, we found one. He's right over there. Oh, but then we got Tom Clark over here messing up the party. Let me take care of... Wait, let's see if I can get the sneak on this guy real quick. There we go. We got him in the buttocks. And we'll take care of Steve. Call him Tom Clark. I don't know why I called you Tom Clark. Kind of look like his long lost brother, right? Got 30 seconds left. Once I take care of this guy, all we'll have left is the time challenge. Ooh, and he dropped a bag for us. Tools digest. 2 of them. Nice. Okay, let's get out of the burnt biome because we got 20 seconds before we start choking. Now, you don't die immediately once you run out of time, but you start losing HP. It's 1 per tick. So every second, you start losing 1 HP. So essentially, we would need to be there 112 seconds to fully die, right? But we're not going to do that. We're not going to test that. You're just going to have to take my word for it at this time. All right, very cool. And I do remember we have this nerd outfit. So every time I read a magazine, I'm going to put on the nerd outfit because it's going to give us a 5% chance to gain an extra skill. So go ahead and put that on. Oh, I have one. Wait a minute. Never mind. Never mind. We'll put this one on. I didn't know I had 2 of them. That's my bad. So I don't... I'm going to put these in here since I have the room to do it. Just go ahead and read these 2. Okay, we didn't get a click. So once you get a little click, that's how you know you got an extra point. But that's fine. We can do iron tools now, which is great. Now, here's the whole thing. So I've done this several ways. One thing is we have a little bit of time left. Well, actually, like almost 7 minutes. We're right at the exact mark of the 15 minutes. I can kind of drive around again to get to the 15 minutes, or we could actually go see Trader Jen, find her, just kind of put our stuff there. I have to come back and grab the rest of the stuff. I'm not going to leave it here. And then that'll give us the badge, right? But I don't think from here to here is 7 minutes. I still have to kind of waste a little bit of time and drive around and get that closer to 15 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys, I was trying to mind my own business, getting some materials, and we're almost done with the 15 minutes, but we got a little bit of a horde here, and I don't want to miss this chance to fight a horde. So I know I'm catching my breath. I'm going to see if I can lure them. Ooh, that's a big horde. I'm going to see if I can lure them over here to me. Ooh, that guy moved. And I can, and we're just going to grab the XP because this is a zombie killing game, so might as well, right? Let's get started. Oh, some of them disappeared though. That's not cool. They were probably double the amount of these Zeds, but now they're all gone, which is fine. We'll take care of them. It's funny because they all look like it's the Steve and the Tom Clarks and the broke John Wicks of the world. I'm out of stamina. That's not good. Oh, thank you for the baggie. I appreciate it. We need stamina, guys. This isn't good. Nice. Trying to catch our breath here. Trying to get these kills. One by one. There we go. Come on, get up. Nice. 2 baggies, I'll take it. Yeah, never back down from a little wandering horde fight, guys. For the most part, you get anywhere between 2 to 3 bags. I know that doesn't work out every single time. I've had little horde fights like this, wandering horde fights like this that don't add up to any bags, but you never ever want to skip the opportunity. Oh, I missed that one. To get that done. Ay. Crackhead Steve here. There we go. Got him on the freaking leg. Okay. And we got about 30 seconds left before we can actually finish. Oh, nice. We got a map and a schematic. And then tactical warfare. Nice. Those are all automatic machine gun books. Oh, there you go. 3rd bag. More armored up. I love it. We got Tom Clark here. It's almost done. And we're almost done with the 15 minutes. Got 30 seconds, no, 15 seconds left. Maybe a little bit less. But yeah, so what I was doing while we were waiting, I was mining. Look, I got 400 iron, I got 700 lead, some stone. And we did complete some of those challenges that I'm going to show you guys right now that we need to complete anyways for the game. There it is. We're all done with the burnt biome challenge. Always gotta grab the eggs and the feathers, Tammy. Right, and let's go ahead and hop on our bike. We'll come over here to our little rest area. That's what I'm gonna call this, our little rest area. And then I'm gonna put everything in here that I can, and up here the same. There we go. I'll throw that in there. We have a map. I'm not gonna read the map yet. I do wanna, however, I'll repair them. Why not? Okay, cool. And we do have our nerd chest armor on, which means hopefully one of these will give us 2 points. Nothing there, but we can do pipe machine gun quality 3. We definitely need to make this schematic for ourselves. And then armor up. We can do primitive armor 4. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and place this guy here as well as this guy here. And then now what I gotta do is grab a drink because I'm thirsty. So we'll drink that. Now what we can do is go into our challenges. So this is enter burnt forest. We're gonna get 1,000 XP for that. We finished the wood harvest of 2,000. We've also finished the harvest iron of 1,000. And then the nitrate powder of 1,000 as well. See, all those little points are adding up. Come over here. We haven't done anything here. And then over to the last little section here is burnt zombies killed. We got 5 out of 5. And then we've already completed the time. Now what we got to do is we got to go to any trader, and get our full-time badge. So that's going to allow me to pretty much go back to our primary home, and then from there pick up whatever I can, and then go to Trader Rec, and he's going to give us our permanent badge. With that badge, I'm going to be able to go into the burnt biome and not worry about being impacted by the negative challenges. So with the badge, you pretty much get the ability to breathe freely in the new biome. So that's what we're going to go get right now. All right, guys, I did search a couple mailboxes and I got a Brawler Book. This one gained 5% damage with each kill and up to 15% after 10 seconds without. Why are you gonna hit me while I'm reading, bro? Where are your manners? Did you lose them when you died? All right, where were we? Let's start all over. So gain 5% damage with each kill and up to 15%. After 10 seconds without killing anyone, it downgrades by 1 level. Okay, so this is kind of one of those, like, you got to keep killing people. Fair enough. I'll read that. I'm going to hold on to the Forge Ahead magazines. I'm going to read that for the XP. And then I got to grab all my stuff from up there. There are going to be some sellables that we're going to take to Trader Rec. So I will bring you back when I'm in front of him. All right, guys, we got to get in here before he closes. I have a couple things I want to sell him. For starters, like, I'm going to sell him this. I'm going to sell him this. I wish I could repair this, but I don't have cloth. Oh, I do have cloth. Technically, I do have cloth on me. I can scrap that, get the cloth, and repair this. Let's see if it's worth. It's 17 dukes before we repair it, and now it's 40. Actually, that wasn't bad. I'm going to see if I can sell him that as well. You know what? I'm going to sell him this, and this, and this. And that's pretty much it. You know what? The blood bag as well. Why not? And see what we get for, you know what? This also. I don't need buckshots. All right, let's collect our badge first and foremost.
Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free?
There it is. There's our biome badge.
It
says you can now roam freely in the burnt biome. Very cool. All right, grumpy old man. Let me sell you some stuff. Okay, and that's just less stuff that I have to worry about carrying, and we made $620, which is good. Let me just take one last look before we get out of here. I am hungry, but I know I can make stuff at our little encampment, so I'm gonna save my money and not worry about food at the moment. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. I don't need to purchase anything. Okay.
Sale is a sale.
A sale is a sale. So I was able to grab everything from the little church POI, guys. The next plan is just going to be just to get home, which, I mean, not home, but get into our encampment, which is south of here. Once I get there, I'm going to organize kind of my inventories. And then in the next episode, we're going to drive up and see, well, south. We're going to drive south. Let me just make sure I did get this drop. It's just bothering me. I'm sure I did. Yeah, we did. I just need to remove it from the map here. Just delete it. Okay. So drive down to see Jen, get our reward for meeting her, and then getting a first quest from her, and hopefully making that our burnt biome home, and pretty much rinse and repeat from what we did here in the burnt biome. But now we're gonna, I'm sorry, what we did here in the forest biome, but now we're gonna do it in the burnt biome, which would be a little bit more difficult than this biome that we currently conquered. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Please take care of yourselves. Always make good choices. Nice vehicle magazine. And I will see you on the other side.